Well, I didn't check like this little corner area, so who knows, right? I go there and it's right there, half buried in the dirt.
That'd be so funny.
I'd laugh too.
That'd be the only thing they took.
Yeah, for reals. But yeah, mans. Alrighty.
More of a lefty, but that's okay.
No, you're not.
Okay, you can do it that way or that way. Doesn't matter.
You ambidextrous?
He's
You can't.
ambidextrous.
You're not.
The line to the left one doesn't feel as good,
It
dude.
feels weird, dude.
Yeah, but sometimes.
What if you have to like look at shit with your hand?
You
I
can
do it with my right hand.
You can do it
than
with
my
your
left
right hand, yeah.
I'd rather look with my left.
It's just awkward looking at shit with my left. And I don't use my phone. Who am I kidding? Like,
You just want your laptop?
yeah, it's easier. It's faster.
It is faster. Yeah.
With
You're
this,
right,
I gotta be
you're right.
like, and then the screen's like this small, so I gotta like put it up there.
I thought we were recording. Damn it.
We are recording.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
That motherfucker just left.
Just like someone we knew last time
Last time?
on our old podcast. Never forget.
We should have a collab with the old podcast.
Bring Cam.
Eric and Josh. Back at it. Oh, what's the
Spicy takes. Only
What?
spicy takes.
Where's the bottom there?
Only drunk takes.
There we go. I got it. I fixed it.
You fixed it? Hell yeah! Well, welcome everybody to Reincarnated as a Podcaster, right? That's the name of the thing now, right?
But we do the fall one because it's funnier.
Welcome everybody to that one time I was reincarnated as a podcaster.
It's okay, don't worry, I'll
we
cut it.
are your hosts. The Ed Boy. Good old Edward.
I'm the true gamer, Forrest.
I thought you were Mind Reaper.
I'm the true gamer.
He's the
of all
true
of
gamer.
us.
He's a true gamer.
He is the true gamer.
I'm Bob.
He's not a true gamer, I'm
No.
guessing.
No, we're not putting any stake in that claim.
Oh, damn.
And
Shit.
today, we are talking about
Casual.
E3 and other random shit. So,
Like always.
like always.
So far, E3's over, I guess. I don't know
5
how
days.
long
No, it was
is.
only for the week.
Yeah.
So
Because
this
normally
past
sometimes
week.
I go past, I can't remember.
No, I think it was only for this past week.
So, I'll give you a little backstory on the E3 that I've dealt with all my life. I've taken days off of school to watch it.
Are you serious?
Fuck, I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever done that.
Damn, you're a true
And I
gamer.
fucking, because it was like before the internet.
Oh,
So I'd fucking have to watch it on
like fucking
TVs.
G4 or some shit.
So I'd
Yeah.
watch it on G4 and be like, here we go. Fucking, I know Xbox, because at the time I was like a huge Xbox gamer. I'd be like, this is their day, I'm taking off that day.
Yeah.
The other ones I can just...
My God, that's
Find
I never
somewhere.
had that opportunity. I tell my parents, it's like, I want to stay home from school to watch some video game shit. They're like, no, vete a la escuela, pinche. Que pinche videojuegos y que.
I never had that opportunity either. But my parents went to work early.
You just came back?
Well, they went to work early, I just never went.
Ah,
It's just easier that way.
yeah.
I don't think I could have done that.
There's no harm. You just sit there and be like, oh, well, day off today.
No one's gonna wake me up to go to school.
No. They wake
you
me
see-
up,
you
and
see,
then
I
they
just-
leave at like 4 in the
Oh.
morning, and I'm just like,
See, I couldn't do that just because, parents' schedules didn't match that, like, a way that would be clear.
oh, they both went to work early,
Yeah,
and I'm
see.
just like, well, they woke me up at 4 or 5 o'clock. I guess I'll sit here until
Yeah, I'd never be able to
fuck
do that.
8. I don't know, whatever
Woke you
time.
up at 4 in the morning.
Whenever they went to work, they would wake me up.
What were you gonna do for 3 hours?
I just played games. It's like, oh well. So just fucking
So when
play
you go
some
to bed
games.
like 7?
No, I went to bed at like 10. I think they woke me up at.
Little kid powers, dude.
They probably woke me up at 5:30, somewhere in there. I think they start at 6 or 7 at Matters, their schedule. So, it wasn't too bad.
Sounds awful.
I didn't care.
Sounds
Dude.
great. What are you talking about?
I was just be like, time to play games. If I could sit there. Probably played Halo. That's normally what I played.
I can't remember when I started watching E3. It might have been just like internet, like later on,
Well, I
where I'd
remember,
watch the trailers
Yeah.
after.
Never did.
I'm not surprised. I remember watching it in elementary, but like later, I didn't fully understand it. And then middle school is when I really got into it. Middle school through high school. I just
Yeah, it would have been
remember.
late middle school because as a kid in elementary, I don't really think I had a lot of like video game stuff.
I didn't have too much, but I was starting to get into the
Yeah.
the stuff.
Oh, or I just didn't know. I mean, let's see. First system was a GameCube. What I had, I didn't get it till I was like 11, something like that. So I mean, it's
That's
not,
prime GameCube.
yeah. It was when it just came. It was like a couple years after it came out, I believe. Because I remember I had a close friend who got it like the year before, like right when it came out, like for Christmas. But yeah, I mean that's what I remember. I remember playing like Super Nintendo and N64 at like friends' houses and stuff. But it was more like, it was one of those things like, oh, games are fun, and I never really dove like, what's new coming out, and all this other stuff like E3. But
yeah, because I remember my first system, I think was, what I remember at least, was the handheld Genesis thing.
Oh yeah.
The big ass brick that took like 16 double fucking, well, 16 like
double A batteries.
No, it was like the big ones that you get for fucking
the D?
Yeah,
D batteries?
It was something weird. It might have been double A, but I just remember as a kid it being pretty big.
Jesus.
And it was like, well, every time I want to play, but it did have a, like the Switch, you could plug it in and play.
What?
Like, yeah, it was the before time. It's basically the Switch, but like 4 times fatter.
With no, it had a screen, right?
But then I remember
No
I got
color?
PlayStation 1 late, and then I think PS2 is when I first. It's like
Yeah.
PS2, then Xbox all the way down.
To be honest, I think when I really started paying attention to like E3 and all that stuff is around the time like Halo 2 came out. Because I do remember the hype of Halo 2 coming out and all that with like the trailer drop and stuff, and I was like, oh hey, hell yeah.
I just remember the beginning E3s were kind of just
Like
like
they're
legit
simple. Legit
expo. Like
Yeah.
that's what it's meant to be, is for the
Convention.
creators to talk to other creators. Now it's more just like, here's our release stuff, because why not do it at this time since everyone else is doing it?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Good promo.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's watching, looking for their like favorite titles or what they hope is going to be announced, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously we live in an age where everything is either leaked or rumored or hinted at because the internet.
Yeah.
So I mean, everyone's waiting for those. So even for like small developers and stuff like that, it's like it's even better because you can be able to sneak your games into there.
Yeah. Makes sense. But I don't know. It said so I used to love watching it.
Yeah.
I think last year's and this year's, I've just kind of like, I don't play games as much. I don't really care. No new games are coming out that are good.
Studios have been obviously splitting off and doing their own thing now because I guess E3 doesn't have the numbers they want and shit like that.
Well, of course
anymore.
not.
But
I don't think that's even the issue. I just think the gaming side is more the issue. Everything's like fucking online or paid packs or this. I want to play a game where I'll have to think about that. But
I don't
even this E3, you look at it, there's tons of that shit. Even,
yeah.
Most of them I can see adding it. Like, even the Left 4 Dead, there's probably going to be like,
well,
my zombie can be fucking tie-dye because fuck you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool.
Skins! Monetization, yay!
Like, just what I want to play this game for. And of course, they're
you can
coming
buy weapons like a bat,
samurai
samurai
sword.
sword.
Oh, no.
It does the same damage as the basic bat, but it has fucking spikes in it.
Spikes in it.
Oh
Skins
my
for your
God.
weapons.
My favorite.
Oh,
Can't wait.
That sounds horrid.
I'll pay $100 so my gold gun can be cool. And then I won't. I'd be like, man, that was worth the $100. I'll play this 6 weeks from now, and I'm like, oh, look at that.
It was free.
Yeah, it was free. I paid for it free. But I think the issue is most games are coming out still at now they're coming out more expensive, which makes sense because how life works.
Yeah, I get how it works.
But then you still have the paid content in there. You can't have both. Fuck you.
That's not how that works.
Can't even get the new consoles though.
Wait, there's new consoles? They were released 6 months ago. What are you talking about? That's old. Everyone should have one by now.
Was it a year ago?
That's only 6 months.
No, it's only 6 months, dude.
Oh god.
It's like no one can get anything new. You want a new graphics card to play new games? Nope, ain't happening. Do you want some new consoles? Nope, ain't
You
happening.
don't need to buy a new graphics card anyway.
No,
It's like, those graphics cards are so far in the future.
no.
All the good
Are
for
they
us.
though?
Yeah.
I mean, well, it depends. I guess it depends where your cutoff rate is for certain things. Does that make sense?
No.
I mean, at this point, it's just like well, this is just for
It was
graphics
boosting
people.
your thing up for no reason.
It's more like the implementation of like RTX and stuff in games now, which
Yeah,
there
they can still do that
there
with
is
like
a
3 generations ago.
no.
Can you play
You
like
can't at all?
16K?
I bet you could.
No, because so if we're talking about graphics cards, so all the RTX implementation wasn't added until like the 20 series for Nvidia, which was
Okay.
just last gen.
Oh, okay.
It's like so all these new consoles are being made with those chips from that gen onwards, which is also part of the reason why
Yeah.
nothing comes out because chip
No one
shortage.
has it, yeah.
So and that's the thing. So I'm saying like with stuff in the future, which I mean is not absolutely
But
necessary.
it's not even
right?
in like half the things.
No, that's what I'm, well,
It's fine.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
I
like
don't know. I
from
think
here
it's-
on it depends.
I
But
think it's kind of stupid
Yeah.
too. Like at this point, having that is like, it's cool, but
yeah,
do you really need that?
no,
Yeah.
you don't need a lot of things.
I think you need a lot of things, like good gameplay,
Oh, yes.
decent controls.
Oh yes, but I'm saying you don't need anything like super fancy.
Yeah.
Like
I also
for
think
any
it
of
makes
that.
it look worse most of the time.
It
Because
depends.
it
It
then
depends on the game.
You're
Yeah.
pushing that ugliness, like because you have that realism,
Uh
and then you have the real realism, which is what RTX is kind of pushing.
huh. Uh huh.
And I don't want to see more pores in my fucking like
But
fucking video game.
But
characters.
that's just texture resolution, right? Because RTX is lighting.
Yeah, but it
But-
still helps out.
I know,
during
it goes
that.
all into that.
Yeah.
But then you get things like, well, I mean, at some point we'll get to like Forza though, and you get like
Yeah, but
you
fuck
get
that game. It's a fucking racing game. All it is, it's also like what's that one that always pushes graphics? They always fucking release it for graphics pushing. The shooter. He's in like a
Crysis?
Crisis. It's the same thing. It's a shit game that no one cares about.
Crisis?
Are you gonna say Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk.
No,
Cyberpunk was just bad.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
It didn't push nothing. It pushed like, look, I can make my penis stick out of my pants because we don't know how clipping.
Somebody.
We don't know how clipping works.
Wait, you get what?
That was a glitch.
Oh
Because
my
like the way
God.
the pants models work sometimes,
Uh-huh.
it didn't mesh well, or like
Yeah.
I don't know if they didn't do stuff
didn't
with
cl-
collisions
Yeah,
and
they
stuff,
didn't.
and your dick would just be like fucking hanging there in front of your pants.
So if you wanted no seeing dick, you had to have a small dick.
Or you just wore underwear because that was an option. But
That's gay.
That was an option to wear underwear.
yeah,
Did it give you like any boost?
because there was like
No.
a censored version, right? If you don't want to see like the tits and shit.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
I'm just saying.
I want to see the
it's
tits,
an
but I don't want my
option.
dick flopping
Yeah,
around.
I'm
There's
just
a twofer.
I'm just saying it was an option.
Fuck that game.
Oh,
Fuck
good
anyone
Lord.
that bought it. Anyone that pre-ordered it too.
You pre-ordered
No, I
it?
didn't.
No, well, fuck
No,
pre-orders.
I did buy it and pre-order it.
He hasn't
He
played it since then.
basically pre-ordered it though. You bought a day of, right? Because if you didn't buy a day of, why'd you buy it?
It's
No,
true.
I think it was day of.
Yeah, so it's he pre-ordered
I
it.
think it was day of.
If you buy it day of, it's pre-ordering, assholes. You gotta know this. But anyway, so this year, some games that look pretty good came out.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I don't know, from watching the trailers, I'd say Nintendo probably had the best, but it was very obvious what was coming out. It wasn't like anything like, oh,
No.
this is new. The only thing I'd say that was probably new was Metroid. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think-
no one knew that was. Well, there was probably an inkling that a Metroid game was going to be announced.
Well, I know they
but
talked
But not
about it.
that Metroid.
but not that Metroid.
They
yeah.
talked about it last year about the newest Metroid coming up, but this is this like a what's a Game Boy type game? Is this like for
It's on the Switch.
like the DS?
No, it's on the
Is it a
Switch.
Switch game?
Well, I was-
Well, everything's just Switch at this point, right?
I guess that's true.
It was like it was supposed to come out a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
I think it was like a Game Boy, DS game or whatever, and then they just scrapped it. And then now like, you know what? Let's finish the game.
I mean, at this point, knowing Nintendo and just like Japanese like etiquette in general, they're like, so we had to scrap Metroid, like Metroid Prime 4 from like the get go. So we're gonna give them something,
Yeah.
right? So we have this game, so we're just gonna put just a team of developers on that, let them do their thing, and they'll give them something so that because we still probably got another 3 or 4 years on Metroid Prime 4. That's probably what it's like. So, I mean, talking with the first trailer that we have on here, right? Breath of the Wild. It's almost. I feel like, in a lot of ways, that's what the Skyward Sword remaster is. It's just here's this, because we still got a bunch to do on this other game.
Don't hate us.
Yeah.
Yep.
All they had to do is re-release Metroid,
Prime.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I
even
mean, that would've been good
remastered,
too.
just re-release it.
On the fucking Switch.
Yeah.
It basically looks like that. There's just so much that. I just want to talk about Metroid. It looks so ugly. It's the
It
ugliest
does. I don't like
thing
it.
I've seen.
Like I'll
from
play
Nintendo.
it, but I don't.
Like
don't
there's
know.
2 issues I have with it. This is only from the trailer because
Yeah.
obviously we didn't play it. The looks of it looks very cartoony. Like I'd rather just have it pixelated or even just kind of gritty. It's
Yeah.
everything's very shiny too.
Oh, that I don't really.
You're
like.
is this the brand new ship you're running through? Which kind of looks like it because the robot dog. I'm gonna guess the story right now. So I think the robot dog was probably like he's just a repairer or whatever. Something happened in the ship. It went evil. Now it's chasing you.
So like
And all the robots
like
in
that
there.
one fucking Love, Death, and Robots
Yeah, just,
short.
just like
It
that.
looks pretty similar too. Actually, thinking about it.
I'd rather play that than this.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I do like how I do like the grittier, dirtier look of some Metroid games. Like even if you're going to some of the other, well, those are all like 2D, right? The only 3D one I can think of is.
I know there's the Game Boy
was-
Advance or not.
But
sorry,
those
DS,
those are still
DS.
like 2D, right? Oh no, but so
Yeah.
the only 3D one I can fully think of is their remake of Metroid 2 that they released a
Oh.
couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Because that was the same thing, and well, I mean that was okay. Technically, I think the fan version was a lot better, even though
Well,
that
of
got
course.
fucking taken down. But that was also
Fuck you,
that
Nintendo.
was also 3D too.
Yeah.
That one, and I feel like that one captured the essence of the original game a lot better than Nintendo's.
I don't mind it being
but-
2D. Like I said, I like the original one.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think it makes it look real nice,
Mhm.
but this just looks ugly.
Yeah.
As like you said, it looks like a game that they scrapped
Uh-huh.
and they picked it up, but they're like, this is all the clean stuff before we do the textures and make it look gritty. But we won't fix it up.
We
We'll
don't got
just
time.
slap
We don't
it.
got that kind of time.
Here, we'll make them pay us $70 for it,
Yeah.
and then it won't go down because Nintendo
They'll
games.
just release a DLC later to fix all the.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
No, they
Nintendo
won't.
don't
It's
do that.
Nintendo. Nintendo puts out the game and they say, "Oh wow, that's what it is.
That's what you get.
We don't have this thing called the internet to upgrade anything."
That's not how that works, dude.
I don't know.
I think at a certain point Nintendo's barely figuring out how DLC works.
Yeah, I think they still think it's like a full game. They're like, this is DLC. It's $60 and it's 40 hours of content. It's just a new game.
But if you think about it, not very many. Like up until only like the Switch era, was there any like DLC for anything?
Oh yeah. Unless it's Smash or something, which is characters.
I felt like so Smash 4 had that, but
Yeah.
I can't really think of many other games within like
I don't
the
think so.
Wii era and previous that DLC. I mean, obviously,
Not even Splatoon?
huh?
Not even Splatoon?
No.
No.
They
Well,
just- they just make a new
they put
game.
out new maps
Yeah.
and guns. It's a shooter. You can't really
Yeah.
add DLC much.
But like, and it's funny, it's not until the Switch era, but even within the Switch era, it's not super common either. I mean, Breath of the Wild had its like one, and
I think
whatever.
the issue. Well, I don't think it's an issue. I think it's really good that there's no
Yeah.
DLC. I think games
Uh-huh.
shouldn't deal with DLC because it's just more content you have to buy.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, you might as well just sell your game for $100. But they put out games at a finished condition, even though some of them aren't. I'd argue, but I think that's good enough.
I feel like for the most part they're pretty good about that though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Breath of the Wild comes out. It's not like you have patches for it.
Oh, yeah.
Leading
No.
all coming back.
That's
out
what I
of
said.
it.
I think it's good that they
Yeah.
do that, and that's how gaming should be done.
Yep.
I understand DLC is a good way to get money, blah blah blah.
Or you can have games take the Hollow Knight route where they don't know how to make DLC, so they just make a whole new game.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's Nintendo too. It's whatever.
I don't know. I won't play it, so
I'm not gonna touch
it's not
that.
my cup of tea.
I love Metroid, but that one looks ugly.
I mean, I'll probably play it.
Yeah.
but-
No, well, you'll buy it.
Tell his ass. He's gonna pre-order it.
He's
No.
gonna buy it day of,
Pre-order
then forget about playing it, and then he'll
For a
watch
year.
someone play it.
for a year.
No, I'll play it.
Doubts.
I'll play
He'll
it.
beat
It
like
took
half
me-
of it, and then he'll forget about it.
Yeah,
and watch
that's-
someone else play it. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, that's how it is. Okay.
If you're in the comments, write Eddie and put an X next to it, X to doubt, so it's never forget.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's go to the first one. We're technically at Zelda. I think the trailer looks nice.
Yeah.
It's a Breath of the Wild game.
Yeah, that's
You really
nice.
can't mess it up at this point. Unless the story just kind of fucking
whatever.
dive bombs.
But I don't think so. I mean, I think with Breath of the Wild, they're going for a more minimalistic view anyway. So there's cool stuff, cool new things. I mean, I think I read obviously we haven't seen a lot of the game fully yet, right? I think in grand total we've seen 3 minutes of anything.
The gameplay and stuff here.
Yeah, between this E3 trailer and the one 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and they said like from here on out they were going to be showing more stuff and stuff like that as you know we get closer to probably holiday season of 2022 is when I'm figuring this game's going to come out.
A year and a half?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when this game's going to come out.
There's 2 things I would like them to fix or add, I guess. I do love the Dark Souls element. I hate the breaking of the weapons.
Oh,
it's just really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Even as a Dark Souls player, it's just like, why is my weapon breaking? And I wish they would add recipes for food.
So you knew it?
Yeah, instead of just having to go on Google. Cause
figuring out what shit is.
You figure out for the first, maybe day and a half of playing, and then you're like, I need fire resistance. I can look it up.
I mean, it depends, right? I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends how you look at the game. I mean, Legend of Zelda games have always been kind of ambiguous on stuff like that. I mean, fuck, dude. You ever try to play Majora's Mask, on the original version, you literally had to keep a fucking notebook with you to keep track of what people did.
See, I think that's great, but we are now in the future.
I know.
And stuff has just become more easy, accessible. Yeah. Where back then, obviously, it's like, I didn't have the internet, so I'm going to have to write all this shit down. Now it's like, I have the internet, I'm just going to look it up. So you might as well just add it to the game.
Before, you figure it out, or I got to go buy a fucking Nintendo magazine.
Yeah,
I do feel like there's a lot of the recipes that are in the game.
I can't remember.
They're just not in a menu.
Yeah.
They're in books and stuff like that. Yeah.
Which is fine, but then you're also doing the thing again of writing it down. I think it's one of those where you make it.
Yeah.
And then it pops up as the quick recipe, you've made
that
it already.
That makes sense. I can get that.
Other than that, I don't really mind it not it shouldn't all be there instantly. It should be you search for it, you make
discover it.
You're not like, oh, I made that one really good food that boosted everything.
I do that?
What was it? Oh, here Google. Oh well.
Just throw everything in it.
I do like some of the other mechanics and stuff in there. Some of the weird time shit that it looks like you'd be able to do and stuff. It looks cool.
I think it'll be great.
Fact that it's double the size of the game because you have the original map.
Yeah.
And then whatever the fuck extra, all the shit in the sky is.
Yeah. I do worry about that because I already don't have time, and that game looks like. I'm gonna guess if you
it's gonna be a big boy.
If you play story only, I'm gonna say 40 hours.
Yeah.
If you do everything else, it's gonna be 270.
It's gonna be a big boy.
There's no way you can just do story only.
In that, no. That's what I'm saying.
Unless you're speed running it.
Yeah. If you're speed running it, probably 10 minutes. Because if you speed run this game, you just fucking
cheat.
You just shoot over.
I feel like this game's not gonna be as speed running as the last one was.
They'll find a way.
I know. I mean, obviously, there's always a way to do things, but I feel like it's gonna be speed running. It's gonna be almost like going through a more traditional Zelda game. I feel like instead of just Breath of the Wild, where I can fucking explode myself over to Ganon's castle and beat the shit out of him with a couple sticks.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about all the games.
No, we'll talk about the standouts.
No,
we'll talk about the standouts.
It's gonna be a 4-hour episode.
Because there's some that we can just go, well, that was garbage, and we'll just keep going.
We'll start doing that. Avatar, garbage movie. Fuck all you people that say it's good.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. I really don't care.
Smash Brothers new character. Skip that.
I mean, Outer Worlds 2 was a brilliant trailer. I just thought it was funny. It's cheeky.
I thought Outer Worlds 1 was gonna be a long ass game.
It's short though.
It's not that long.
And we're getting confused.
No, you're thinking of it. It's the same guys who started.
They did Fallout New
Vegas.
Oh.
So I thought it would be like that. It's not.
It's shorter. But I heard it's funny. It's a cheeky game.
That's why I knew they would. Because Fallout's also kind of cheeky if you play through the characters. It's like that.
It was a good trailer.
I think it's a funny trailer. It's a trailer that knew what it was doing. It was it's an anti-trailer is what I consider it.
Halo Infinite, I mean, multiplayer was fine. You guys didn't see, the story one, right?
No.
Of Halo
Story
Infinite?
trailer, yeah.
I just saw him in space, and there was like a fake Cortana.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah, I
one. That's
saw
the one
that
I
one.
meant.
Yeah,
I
that's
do
the one I meant.
wonder. We might as well talk about Halo. It's one of the bigger ones. I do wonder what's going to happen with Halo since 5
They're.
was so bad.
I don't know what they're doing.
I didn't play 5.
I
don't
heard-
know what
I
the fuck
played- I
happened.
I played
five.
5. So in
Ooh.
5, you play between Master Chief and
The other guy.
The other guy. The other guy wasn't a bad character, but no one wanted
It's
to play
between
him.
him and Luke Cage.
Yeah, pretty much. He's not
That's
wrong.
who it was.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, actually, I don't know if that was the voice actor in the game.
But it sounded like him?
No, because they released some shorts
Uh-huh.
before the game with those characters, and it was Mike Coulter, I think is his name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was Luke Cage. That's why I'm like, oh, it's Luke Cage, but no.
I was hearing that they're trying to retroactively forget that game.
Good.
Halo 5?
Yeah,
it was
because
so
it was
bad.
so bad.
Good.
So you played Master Chief, I'd say, for about half,
Uh-huh.
but you're playing this other guy.
Like hunting him?
No, yeah, he was hunting him because I think they wanted the Cortana stuff because she went crazy, and so
Damn,
they're
what,
trying
what
to.
kind of Last of Us 2 shit is that?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was weird.
And then you would have boss battles, which was
The same boss?
the same boss 4 different times.
Except each time you added one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And all they were was bullet sponges. So
Uh-huh.
you just fucking sit there
Well,
like...
it's not even... The worst
Oh
part
my
of it is,
God.
like, you can only kill them by... So, the game tried to do this co-op mechanic.
Uh-huh.
So they added a bunch of other Spartans.
Uh-huh.
Like, in-canon Spartans. So you're playing Master Chief and the other guy, but both of them also have 3 other Spartans with them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So they wanted it to be like 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
So the bosses are built like co-op bosses.
Oh, okay.
So you're supposed to have someone like distract the fucker while someone shoots him in the back.
Uh-huh.
Playing solo, that bitch sucks.
Yeah.
Because the fucking boss hyper focuses you, the player, and fucking forgets the other fuckers that are with you. And oh my gosh, it was especially when there's like 3 of them
Uh-huh.
and they're covering each other's asses.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, why? I don't even like this guy.
They're like, oh, he died. What a shame. Ugh.
Oh, my favorite is when we were playing.
He died?
We were playing on Legendary, right? When we first got the game, it was me and Eric, right? We'd switch off every time we died. We got to the first time you fight the boss, and it's in like that volcano area.
Yeah.
And he fucking glitched and fell off the edge,
Oh.
and we just won. And we're like, yeah! We just kept going because we're like, fuck those
It's
guys.
a fucking shitty game. Anyway, I hope the new one, the PvP looks pretty decent.
PvP's Halo. It looks
The
fine.
only worry is, so old Halo, I'd say up to Halo 3 was very like vehicles weren't the main thing. It looks like it's starting to push that.
It's becoming
We're
Battlefield.
going
my
to
dude.
Battlefield, and I really don't like that, so I'm kind of worried that...
You just don't like vehicles. Period.
I hate vehicles in games. They just make it worse, because the vehicle always beats the foot soldier. There's no way in any game that it doesn't.
Unless you have new troops.
You know what?
Even then, it's
you know
still
a
only
game I
beats,
feel
like,
like
5 guys.
strikes a very good balance, but then no one played it.
What?
Titanfall 2.
Yeah, fuck that game.
Damn.
Well.
Actually,
Shame.
well, Titanfall 2 is a weird thing. I liked and disliked Titanfall at the same time. Like, I love the idea of the mechs.
Yeah.
But once someone got a mech, it's like, oh, well.
Well, what I loved about Titanfall is it wasn't like that, because actually Titanfall 1, one of the problems was the foot soldier was so much better than the mech.
Yeah.
Because you just get on the mech and you just blow it up, and
Yeah.
that was the end of it.
Which is fine.
I feel like Titanfall 2 balanced it out pretty well.
Yeah.
Where even as a foot soldier, you can do some serious damage to the mech. It's not like, someone gets the mech, it's the end all be all, right?
Yeah.
Which I did something I do appreciate, especially like we said with the vehicles. It's not like Battlefield. The moment you get in a tank, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's like 100 kills. And then, or you get a good helicopter pilot,
Yeah.
it's like, it's over. You're just like, I don't know. I think it's just,
But I feel like that's just only like on
Stupid.
those big maps, even in Halo, because obviously they have the small maps with no vehicles, and
yeah.
it'll just be the same.
but I
thing.
feel like that's only like Halo 3 and before. Halo 4 and up, I feel like there's so many bigger maps. And if they're small maps, there's always like a ghost or a fucking banshee. And banshees are just fucking annoying. They're in the
Yeah.
sky,
Fuck
and
the
you're like,
banshees, dude.
oh my god. It's like, I can't steal it.
You have to bait it and then get on top of
They
it.
just fucking shoot like 2 clips of BR into it. Like, like it'll go down at some point.
That's why I did like the heat seekers that they added, but eventually you can just be like boop boop, but then you can just dodge out of them too
Oh, yeah.
in the banshee. But yeah,
Dude,
so
if you're shooting your bazooka to blow up a fucking banshee, that's like an easy double kill
Uh-huh.
for a fucking banshee that will
That's
dodge
sick.
out of the way.
yeah,
And you're like, I'll just shoot it.
Starfield.
I don't even understand what that trailer was. It was just
It's an announcement trailer.
yeah, pretty
So
much.
it's Skyrim in space.
It was meant
Sure.
it's meant to just be like, here's a release date.
Yeah.
That was it. That's the whole point of the trailer.
I fucking hate
Here's
shit
a
like
release
that.
date.
We're working on this.
Yeah.
Well, they've been working on it for fucking ever. Because they first gave when they gave like that Elder Scrolls 6 title card, which
Uh-huh.
just
Fucking,
didn't
like,
mean
2 years
anything.
ago.
They
Yeah.
also did a Starfield one, that exact same one.
Uh,
So, because that was a game, and it's funny because forever ago, when because everyone always bugged, where's Elder Scrolls 6,
Uh-huh.
right? They were just like, oh, we have 2 games before Elder Scrolls 6. 76 was one, Starfield is the other.
So that
And-
means by the time that releases, we'll have another 2 years before
Yeah,
fucking
before Elder Scrolls 6.
Elder Scrolls
But
6.
it's supposed to be different studios, so I mean,
Damn, but they
Who
would be in
knows?
our 30s.
yeah,
I'm gonna be dead by then.
Damn.
it would have been. It's probably going to be like a 14-year gap
Probably.
between Skyrim.
14-year
And when
gap, my dude.
Starfield is coming out to the day
Uh-huh.
11 years after Skyrim.
Makes sense.
So then another 5 years on top of that.
No, we'll say like
Probably.
2.
I'm gonna say yeah.
I say like 2 because if they're
So
developing it right
3.5.
now currently, yeah, it's.
Yeah, but you know how long they
Yeah.
develop currently.
No, I know.
11 years,
but
motherfucker.
it's also Bethesda, right?
Yeah.
They don't release a finished game. The modders finish it for them.
What if
It
it's,
doesn't matter,
What if
it's
it's
all-
shitty, dude, after 16 years?
Well, Skyrim 1 was shitty by itself.
It was pretty fun.
The modding is what makes the game like good.
I've never played it modded.
Oh really?
Never.
I think it's better that way.
Not even
Oh,
modded.
it's infinitely better.
I'd
But
say
I feel like,
Skyrim
but I
1's
felt like
basic.
it was a good game when it came
It's
out.
good. I don't think it's great.
I don't know. I love that game when I played.
I know,
But-
you still play it. He's like, I got all these new games. I don't have time. I'll play some Skyrim. Like, what the fuck's wrong
I'm
with
gonna
you?
install 100 mods in this game.
That crashes.
There's like 250. No, it's stable now.
250 mods.
Did you hear the word? Now.
Now.
Stable now.
It took me a little bit, but I
He's
got.
like, I gotta get rid of all these texture packs.
No.
and this.
Textures don't fuck with it. It's script stuff. It's whenever you fuck with like the coding. But yeah.
Anyway, we'll
yeah.
see. We'll see that game come out in 30 years from now.
Battlefield looks
Yeah.
fun.
Battlefield looks great. It looks. They're doing more stuff with the terrain, which
Yeah.
is always their big thing
Yep.
in games. Because I remember about like the original Battlefields, all you could do is really blow open walls,
Yeah.
which was I thought was amazing.
It was-
You're like,
it's dope.
oh, you got a fucking wall, it's gone. But now
Surprise,
it's like,
motherfucker.
just looks crazy.
Yeah, it just looks insane. It if it all like works cohesively too in those big like 50-50 battles, then
Yeah.
kudos. It looks great.
So those games I'll probably end up buying at some point.
I mean, it's next month, so
Yeah.
Comes out next month?
I think so.
it's next
Wait.
month.
Shit.
It said July,
I like
or
the
was
game.
that for the beta?
It's probably the beta. I don't know. Either way,
Probably
it looks
beta.
fun. Can't really fuck it up too much.
I forgot the event's
WarioWare. Or WarioWare, sorry, honestly. I always like WarioWare. It's always funny.
Forza looks pretty.
Forza's garbage. Get the fuck out of here.
You don't like racing games?
No. No one does.
What?
Marvel can go fuck itself. Atomic Heart now.
Looks interesting.
It looks pretty good.
I saw.
I don't know what it's about, but it looks pretty good from what it's
robots.
showing.
Of course.
Because I saw gameplay,
Future.
like a gameplay, like a sit down with the developers, like a couple years ago, I think.
Sure.
I mean, it's like a Russian studio and stuff,
Yeah.
and it looked interesting. It had the weird 1950s, 60s aesthetic, right? And then robots.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool.
Usually that time period. Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6
Looks
with,
amazing.
with what's his name, Giancarlo Esposito, right?
I don't know how Far Cry does it. It's one of those weird boundaries where it pushes realism and over the top, but
Absurdity.
balances it really well. Because Just Cause, I'd put in the same category,
yeah.
where it's really absurd, but Just Cause has no balance. It's just absurd.
It's just absurd.
Where Far Cry has that weird, they
Like
balance
middle.
it, where it's like, oh, this is all crazy shit, but it's drugs.
I also love some of like the cheekiness of it too.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like, what is it, Far Cry 4, where you could just sit there and the game ends, right? Something like that at the beginning
yeah.
of it. I love like the little weird cheekiness of stuff like that in those games too.
I think they're good developers. I think it'll be fun. I didn't play the last one, which was the BC one with the mammoths. And I just
That was
I burnt out.
I don't
them
think that
by
was
then.
Primal wasn't the last one.
Was that not the
Last one was 5.
Oh, 5. Okay.
Last
Never
one
mind.
was the
Sorry, Primal's the one I skipped.
last one
though.
was the hillbilly cultists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, your favorite game? If you want to talk about it.
Mario Party Superstars?
Yeah.
I didn't see the trailer.
Oh my
I did.
god. It's another Mario Party game. You can't really.
It is a Mario Party game. It's a Mario Party game.
You can't fuck up Mario Party.
It's a Mario Party game.
I don't know, man.
Mario Party 4.
Shitty
Mario Party 4.
games.
Was that the one where you're in the... Mario Party 4 is the one in the cart, right?
All the
Where
games
when everyone was in the
Yeah,
cart?
yeah.
No, that was
no.
4. That was like 5 or 6, right?
The newest one where you can be in a group together and you push the cart where Bowser's chasing you.
Yeah,
That's
that one
the
was
newest
shitty.
one.
Yeah.
No, that's not the newest
Oh,
one.
that's the Wii U one.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
newest one was like Mario Party. It was the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it was fine.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Replace.
Replaced is the indie game. It's that Cyberpunk.
Oh, that's your game of the year.
That's the one I'm going to play.
It's a 2D side scroller pixelated cyberpunk game.
I'm good.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, hey, whatever. Oh, your other favorite game, Mario Rabbids. You got anything to say there, Bob?
No.
About your favorite
I just
series?
say when games make me go all the way back, so I can go all the way forward. I'm like, I'm so lazy.
More Marvel shit. Another Far Cry trailer.
But you pretty much had to do that in Resident Evil, though.
But it wasn't like I'm gonna have to walk across the whole fucking map.
But you did.
Not even.
But you did.
Not even. It wasn't that far.
Remember Project Furious?
Oh, that's the dinosaur one.
Oh, that one looks interesting.
That's the Turok one.
It looks shitty.
It does look shitty.
Because it's coming out in 2 years.
Yeah, but it still looks shitty.
Yeah.
Solstice? Remember that one?
Fuck.
You clicked on it, but I don't remember.
I think we scrolled through it.
You
Because there was no gameplay or anything. It was just
So it
Yeah,
looked like a
okay.
JoJo game.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this game because oh no,
no.
It's the hack and slash. So there's 2 games that have the hack and slash feel this year. This one looks pretty interesting. It's very bloody.
Yeah, this one's fine.
I don't know.
That's fine.
I probably won't play it.
I
But
do want to play the other one, which we'll get to at
we'll
some
get to
point.
it at some point. Stranger Than Paradise. I don't remember that one.
That one's the we gotta kill chaos.
No, fuck that.
We're
one.
here to kill chaos.
Assassin's Creed. There's an update for it. You know, I haven't played Assassin's Creed.
Oh, there's
I have issues with Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna talk about it real quick.
Okay, let's go. Let's hear it.
No, it's gonna be short.
Oh.
They put out too many goddamn games. Stop. Because how many have they put out? 12? 13?
I don't know.
And the thing's only fucking like 5 years old.
You can keep going. I'm gonna think about it.
But
It's
I'm
not 5 years old.
No, I know. It's almost.
It's like over 10 years.
Yeah, but there's almost more games than there is years. That's an issue.
Okay.
Like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call of Duty makes sense because you have 3 developers and
Yeah.
all it is guns and shit.
Yeah.
But this is all story that's becoming worse and worse, and I got burnt the fuck out of it.
I've never played any of them.
You're good.
Yeah.
I think one.
Yeah, you're right. Valhalla I think is like the 12th one.
Yeah.
I mean,
The game's like 10
I
years
might
old.
be missing like a.
Well, there's
like,
small ones. You have the China one.
No, I counted that one,
Okay.
but I think there's another couple that I missed.
Okay.
But there's like 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 12.
And you're just
Jesus.
and it's all interconnected. And
Uh-huh.
it's
They're all
like,
connected?
oh my
Yeah.
God.
I thought they stopped at a certain point. They're like,
No, there's like a main
kinda do,
storyline,
but there is still
there's a through line.
Yeah.
nah, I'm good.
And so I'm just kind of burnt out from the game. I love the gameplay. I think the new gameplay looks a lot more fun. Because before it was just like counter stab. It's like 3,000 enemies. You're like, well, I got a couple hours, I guess. But I don't know, fun games. But I'm just tired.
Your
of them.
favorite game, Riders Republic.
I don't even remember that one.
It's,
I haven't think about it.
it's the snowboarding.
Oh, the snowboarding
Yeah.
one, dude. This gives me fucking SSX tricky vibes. Maybe not extreme, probably more Tony Hawk. Looks fun. I won't play it, but I think it is a good upgrade for the thing.
There's that Final Fantasy VII thing.
Oh, Final Fantasy
Yeah.
7 2?
Is that one too? I thought that one was just like.
think it's just
I thought it was
DLC,
Final
isn't it?
Fantasy VII adjacent. Like it's the same engine and stuff. You play the one chick.
Final Fantasy 7 side story?
I think so.
It's like a 40-hour DLC, probably.
Final Fantasy 7 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay,
basically what it is.
okay.
Yeah.
1.5. We're
Yeah.
going Kingdom Hearts route. 1.5 37.
Diablo 2 is Diablo 2.
So,
I'm excited.
I will play that
I'm
one.
excited.
That was probably
So-
one of the first PC games.
So we
I bought.
gonna dungeon grad together?
No, I'm fucking grinding the fuck out of it myself. I
He's
always do.
He's a solo player.
He's a solo
I'm
player.
solo. I like the solo level.
Oh my god, fuck
Fuck
you.
you.
Oh,
Doesn't
my.
that start next season?
No.
Oh.
It's at the end of the year, I think.
Oh.
So there's this next game called Metroid Dread.
We talked about it already.
I think this game gives me a lot of dread just thinking about it.
Oof. It was scary.
Plague Tale. I've never played it. You said
I've seen
you
like
looked at it.
I've seen like so it was one of those things because you watch like the Game Awards and some game will come up and you're like what the fuck.
Yeah.
And then I remember like Plague Tale came out a lot. It's like the same year Control was big because I never played Control. And
I missed that whole year of gaming.
Because
Straight up
Control
missed
was
it.
like some super big.
What year was that?
2 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. And then so Plague Tale I think was in that same time period and it looks great. It looks fun.
It looks pretty.
It looks cool.
I don't fucking know.
And
what to do.
it's that weird medieval.
It almost
aesthetic.
In my mind, from watching it, it looks like what's that game where you wear the mask and you have
Dishonored.
Yeah, Dishonored.
It has a lot of that
Dishonored feel.
It does have not as like steampunky.
No.
But it does have a lot of that feel.
Yeah, the gameplay looks
Yeah.
like that, so I'm just like, I don't need to play it. Slam Rancher 2. If you like Slam Rancher, fun game. It's one of those. If you want to kill some time, might as well play it. Redfall.
That was the vampire game.
Oh, that trailer was like 30 minutes long, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't even understand what it was about.
There's 4 dudes. You probably have
Yeah,
different
but-
classes.
But is it
and
like?
you kill vampires.
Is it like
I don't
a
know.
fucking?
So it's like a Left 4 Dead.
Left
It's
4
probably.
Dead,
I think
or
it's
is
like.
it-
I think it's like a Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. Okay. Starfield.
We already saw that.
We saw it.
Stalker
Stalker 2.
The Metro looking game.
Yeah, so it looks like Metroid. Metro is a great game. You should play it.
You should play some
It's, I don't know. It's just a gritty.
horror shooter.
Yeah.
But this is a shitty version.
I couldn't
don't
tell
know.
you.
I
I've
didn't
never
play
played the first one.
It
I'll say
might be
yes
just
because
as
none
good.
of us have played it. Ooh,
Age of Empires 4, dude.
Can't wait not to even think about it. Marvel
Redfall game.
again.
Dying Light
Age of
2.
Mythology?
Oof. Somerville, which looks decent.
I'll probably play that one too.
It's
Because I played Limbo and Inside, so
Yeah.
I'll probably play that one.
I'll watch it because that's how I played the other two.
Flight Simulator?
Flight Simulator. Huge fan of Flight Simulator.
It's cool what they've done with it. It's
I
it's
love
just
it.
cool.
It's just, but in my mind, it's Forza in the air. I
Uh-huh.
ain't touching that shit.
Uh-huh.
Grounded DLC. I feel like Grounded. Good for you guys.
12 minutes looks interesting.
12 minutes is. If it's what I think it's going to be a short game.
12 minutes.
You know,
No, it'll be
you
probably
know what
like
it's
2
gonna, You know
hours.
what it's gonna be?
What?
It's gonna be like playing Stanley Parable.
Yeah, that's what I picture it.
Uh-huh.
Where you have, like, it starts off the same and you choose different directions and different things happen. That's what it looks like. Because in the trailer, it's one room.
Uh-huh.
And it's the same guy being like not arrested. I guess he's being kidnapped or something and beaten up within that room. But it's happening multiple times at the same exact moment. So it looks like this scenario can happen multiple ways.
From
You're
choice.
stuck in a time loop.
Yeah. Did you ever play Stanley Parable?
Nope.
Love it. It's best game. Best
You
game
should watch
ever.
someone play it.
Best game.
It's hilarious.
It's about
It's
an
got-
office worker who fucking, I guess his life.
His life's narrated.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you decide to break the narration.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's
Or you can
pretty
just
funny.
follow the
Oh, you
narration.
follow- yeah.
Like he'll tell you what to do, and you follow. If you don't, he'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Uh-huh.
And then
It's got those Portal levels of cheekiness.
yeah.
It's really fun.
We'll go to the game that
Psychonauts
hasn't
2.
come out in like 30 years. Psychonauts 2. This came out probably the same time fucking Skyrim came out.
No, it came out way before.
I know. I remember
It was on the
original
It was
Xbox.
on the original Xbox
Well, there's so many Marvel games. Jesus.
because they got money,
Yeah.
and
Well, I think
we're
it's all
probably
DLC.
seeing repeats too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, so have you played Psychonauts?
nope.
So it's
Such a good game.
It's an old platformer / Banjo-Kazooie type game,
Yeah.
I'd say. I think it's really good for the past. I do wonder how it's going to do now. I
It
think
looks
it'll
good.
sell decently, but I think it's going to be nostalgia.
I mean, it's a cult classic.
yeah.
So
Cult classic, that's an issue.
that's
That's
Jack, has Jack Black in it.
It
The new one
Yeah.
does.
I would say I always had funny voice actors and stuff, too.
The main character is voiced by the guy who voices Zim.
You
Cool.
would know that.
He had to look it up.
I
He
looked
didn't
it
know.
up.
Oh.
The voice sounded familiar. I'm like, that sounds like Zim. And then I looked it up.
And it was
Sure enough, it was Zim.
another vampire game.
No,
No,
Chernobyl's
that's the
just...
Chernobyl.
That's the one that we thought was like a building thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't really tell what the game was by the fucking thing.
I don't know what Godfall is. I think I've heard it, but I'm not entirely sure what it is. You know?
Fuck if I know. So there's a lot of these trailers that are just like, never heard of.
It looks okay. Hack and
Oh,
slash?
Yeah, it's a
Another
hack
hack and
slash.
slash. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I think
more-
it looks like a League of Legends, but
No, you're thinking of
Matchmaking. Yeah.
It is.
It
It's not
is.
League of Legends.
It's like
What's the one where all the gods are fighting each other? It's like in the same fucking angle. Fuck.
I'm trying to remember.
it's League of Legends, but from a different point of view.
What is that? They're called MOBAs, right?
MOBA, yeah.
I don't know. I don't like those games.
MOBA.
But Godfall looks kind of like a MOBA. Would League of Legends be so much different, and you could if you didn't see the map at a
Not
top
Paragon.
down?
Well, you already see it on the top down.
No, but I mean, like, no, I was saying, would it be different if you wouldn't see it from a top down?
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you were to play the game from just the perspective
Smite.
of your character,
Yeah. Oh, if you play first person, yeah. Smite's this
or
way.
just over the shoulder, you know?
That's not Smite. What the fuck is that? Yeah, Smite's
Yeah.
basically the same game as this one.
Oh, okay.
It has that weird angle, and then you just
Just do shit.
push shit forward. The usual MOBA. Is there anything else? That's Legend of Mana, which is always a good series. Babylon Falls.
That's the platinum game.
Oh,
That's one I'll play.
yeah, it's the near-like game
Well,
because
it's same studio,
yeah,
just no Yoko Taro, so you know.
it's a shitty story.
You take that with what you will.
Still Square Enix.
So they stole his universe.
No,
No.
it's different. It's completely different. It's just done by the same studio.
So it just looks the same.
Yep.
But Platinum always does games like this,
Yeah.
so it's not. They did Bayonetta. So.
They did?
Huh?
What?
It looks interesting.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'll believe it.
that's one of the reasons why probably Nier did as well as it did, like Automata, because
Yeah.
they had Platinum doing the combat for it.
Oh, yeah. I think it was like the original one would be kind of ass.
Yeah, because when they redid the original, in the remake, they brought over Automata's kind of combat system.
Oh, I forgot the real big topic is
Among
Us.
Xbox version?
15 players.
15-player lobby, dudes.
How was it originally?
I have no fucking
don't-
clue.
No
I
idea.
never played
Probably
it.
like 8 to
Yeah, I think it's like
10
8.
or whatever. Double the size.
I'm good.
Same. Against.
We can play that in
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab you and we'll see who figured this out.
We just play One Night Wolf.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much.
That's always
It's the
fun
same
too.
thing.
Yeah, it way shorter.
Back for Blood.
I was gonna talk about Contraband first.
Contraband.
That was just a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
There's no.
I loved
We
it.
have no idea what it is.
Yeah,
It
Back
look-
for Blood looks like fun. It's
It's
a Resident Evil
Left 4 Dead.
or Left 4 Dead, sorry,
Yeah.
remake, basically.
Same
It's the same studio.
Like Turtle Rock, right? Is the name?
Left 4
Nah, I
Dead
don't
3.
remember.
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
Valve.
Valve.
No. Valve's the distributor.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
that's right.
Valve is the publisher.
Yeah.
It's not the studio that made the game.
What's the one? It's like a bald head.
That's Valve.
That's Valve.
Oh,
Valve
okay,
is the
okay.
publisher. So it's Turtle Rock, I think.
I don't know. It looks like fun. It's got the same dynamics,
Oh,
same
yeah.
weapons. I can't wait to unlock
We'll
my
play-
skins for it
Oh boy.
because that's what I bet you is gonna
Uh-huh.
happen. It's like, look, I said the bat with the spikes.
Hey, look, it's your favorite game. It's Life is Strange.
I fucking hate that game.
Ooh, I can't wait for that. True Colors. I'll watch the fuck out of that.
True Colors. I don't remember what that song is.
Ooh, that's another game I want to. 76 pit teaser, really cool.
I thought it was
I
like
won't
the
play that
shittiest
either.
game.
Serious Fallout is what people
Yeah,
say.
it is
I think it was
shitty
more
Fallout.
just multiple issues. I'm really excited for Fatal Frame to be remade. I think it is.
remastered.
Yeah,
Because I don't think it's remade. It's just remastered. It's a remastered port for the
Yeah.
Switch.
I do remember loving that game back in the day. I think Eddie will love it. It's scary as fuck.
But if it's old, it can't scare you that much.
That's true.
No. I've played old Silent Hill games.
Yeah, but that's like a different type of that. That's like more actiony.
I guess.
Hades is coming out for the Xbox.
Yeah, it's
That's just good.
I've played that, so.
New Shin Megami.
Shin Megami Tensei, number 5.
Won't play that, but that's cool.
What do you mean? You go through Persona. It's the same thing, right?
Sure.
just
Ooh.
It is the same thing.
I also never played most of the Personas.
You play what, 4 and 5?
He's played
I played
5.
4. I played 4 too.
Oh, okay. He's
And then
played
I
5.
I've only played the fighting version of 4.
I have that one too. I have 3 for the PlayStation 2, but I haven't played it yet. I'm kind of just going backwards, but you know who has
Super
time?
Monkey Ball?
What? Banana Mania?
Shit.
Fuck yeah.
We'll click on that.
Fuck yeah.
Mario Golf, if everyone cares, you know. No.
Looks fun.
That's enough music for you guys.
Can we get copyright claim for classical music?
Yes.
Nah, that's...
I don't think anything.
Everything goes with classical, right?
I thought it was in the free domain.
Yeah. It's public or
Sure.
whatever.
Have you listened to it in many things? Many trailers that are on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
That song in particular is in a lot of things.
Like in background stuff of
Yeah.
no name YouTubers.
Oh, no.
That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to
It's
put classical
fucking
music.
YouTube. You can't fucking do anything on here.
Sure.
Me watching this video will probably be copyrighted because it's in our background of my eyes. I saw a clip of it.
It's in the reflection
and
of your
they're
glasses.
Copyrighted.
It looks like it's just a monkey ball game.
Yeah, I
That's
like
fine.
Monkey Ball. I hope it's for the Switch, and the only way you can play is fucking, the movement controls. Oh my god. Does anyone remember playing it at McDonald's? I remember.
Uh-huh. Yeah, totally, dude.
Dude, every time I think of those, I'm like, look at all the fucking germs that shit had.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting.
But you know you play the living shit out of it.
I did. I also remember when you go to Walmart and you're just like, let me break my neck while I play
Oh
this
yeah,
fucking
man.
demo.
The
for
fucking
like-
thing's like
Or-
here,
Yeah.
the TV's up
When,
there.
when fucking Guitar Hero 2 came out, and the whole time you're just like...
I like going to Sam's Club and you just you get all the snacks and you come back, you play a couple rounds.
Then you go back through.
Yeah, dude, it was
Oh,
awesome.
the good old days
Uh,
of video game demos at stores.
I don't know. For this E3,
It's whatever's bad.
nothing really happened. Obviously, it's not in person still.
I mean, I don't play that many games.
I don't play
No.
games really anymore. I watch them. I'm that asshole that won't support your game company,
You know.
but we'll watch everything.
You gonna play Elden Ring?
I'll play it for about 2 days, and then I'll be like, "This is hard."
And then you
I don't
rage
have
and
time.
Fuck this game.
I'll come back to it at some point, and I'll watch someone play it.
He's gonna buy it at the end of this year when he has his 2-week vacation for Christmas.
Like I
That's when
always
he's
do.
gonna
It comes
play
out in
it.
January, right?
Oh,
I am playing it for 2 years.
yeah, 2 years.
See, I'm gonna do the opposite of what Eddie does. I wait as long as possible, and the game will be like $10. I'll be like,
He's gonna play
"Bye."
holiday season 2022.
I'll tell you how it is next year, guys.
when Breath of the Wild comes out.
I'll probably play Elden
He'll
Ring
play
over
that in
Breath of the Wild.
2023.
That's okay.
I won't have time for Breath of the Wild.
I'll-
There's no
way.
I'll do it.
It's fucking like 100 hours.
gonna
I
be
don't have fucking time
forever.
for that.
Yeah.
Eddie does. He doesn't do anything.
It's true.
And then he doesn't play the game when he does have time.
He's like, read brand new game I just bought.
I could spend $20 a day to read or pay $60
For
And play-
200 hours.
and play for 200 hours. I'll buy it and then spend the $40 a day.
No, he'll buy it, and then he'll like, I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna go play Skyrim.
Yeah,
then
oh,
I'm
there
gonna
it is.
I feel so called out.
How many hours you got in Skyrim? Motherfucker, the game. I'm gonna say the game's like a 60-hour game, like legit hours.
So here's the issue, right? No. It's a simple issue because I've only had it on the PC for so long, right?
Okay, sure.
Okay. So if we're gonna combine that with what I've played on it on the Xbox,
Of course, we're gonna combine all of it. And I'm not combining fucking
Oh no.
the old ones.
Okay.
either.
Hold on.
Just
let me do
Skyrim.
the math. Okay. Special edition, which is what I've been modding and going back now. I have like
Sure.
70 hours.
What the fuck?
I think if you go to the original one, I think there's 100-something hours there.
I guess that makes sense.
And then I don't know on Xbox, dude. I played this living shit out of that game.
I bought that game twice,
I bought it twice. It's like Minecraft. I own it on everything that I can for some reason.
and you never play it.
Well, I did at the time.
Uh,
It's one of those where it's like how many hours I probably put into both of those. It's
I've
like I
put
don't
a
know.
lot of hours into Minecraft too.
Yeah, Minecraft makes more
I've
sense.
I put a lot of hours into that
Minecraft-
game.
Just
Everybody
like
do
this.
will come back from college and like I'm playing Minecraft and it's modded. I have a paper due tomorrow, but I'm gonna play Minecraft.
It sounds like him. Poor guy.
How did that shitty laptop run it, dude? I don't know. Oh, then you modded your laptop. You're right.
It's Minecraft. Even if it can't be that bad. It's like Skyrim's horrible though. I remember when you modded the fuck out of it and used to run at 1 frame a second. Like,
Oh, yeah, I showed you this.
like, dude, it's so cool. Look at this. I can play a Saber. It's like,
I can do this
I'm like,
shit.
what the fuck are you doing? I can't even see the screen. It hurts. And you're like, but it's fun. Maybe that's what it is. He has like 200 hours in the game, but he only moved like from the starting area to like 10 feet
I mean,
ahead because that's all the frames that would let him.
I'm not gonna lie. At this point, a lot of Skyrim was just me like standing in a spot and just like leaving it there, then forgetting, and then looking at something else on my phone. I'm like, this is really nice.
This also has a background.
This is a fucking get a background. Take a screenshot, my dude.
Well, then he can't move.
Aesthetics.
Garbage game. 1 out of 10.
Fuck you.
That texture pass he had looked pretty good. I'm like,
Oh
look
yeah,
at this fucking grass.
yeah. I showed it to him. I'm like, it's a new game, dude.
Horrible, horrible.
His character didn't have a big ass though.
I'm not surprised.
No, I thought it.
I was surprised that he didn't.
I thought it did.
It
Oh.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe just the armor that it. Wait,
Which one?
I know you're right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I was like, oh, look at this butt mechanics. Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, if you're gonna play for butt mechanics, you gotta play fucking at least a volleyball game. Dead or alive.
I've played the living shit out of that game.
That's fine if you want that. Don't fucking play Skyrim for that. Disgusting.
No, I'll play Skyrim for it. It's
I'm
just
pretty sure
there.
you can mod
Sure it
Skyrim
is.
to play Dead or Alive style.
No, you can't. There's no way.
You can fucking
There's-
that game.
There's jiggle physics.
Yeah, but you can't play volleyball and then have your teammate leave you because the game is ass. Fuck that game. Game's hard as shit.
Oh, just a random news. You know what I saw?
What?
That makes me very excited. So.
Oh wait, they're refinishing Cyberpunk, so it's not ass.
No, I
They're
thought
re-releasing
I
it.
thought that
Oh,
was
okay.
I thought it is. They're finally going to re-release it on the
Oh my
PlayStation
God.
Store. I think I read that a little bit back.
I'm not surprised.
Because I guess they fixed it enough.
I doubt it.
I don't
No.
fucking know. I don't know.
Enough to make money off of you finally.
What's it called? Saga Tiny Evil gets its second season.
I saw that. I was gonna bring that up. That'll be fun. I can't wait to see what happens in the newest season. Hopefully, it's another season and a movie. I'll be happy for
It's pretty
that.
popular, so probably.
Saga
Of course
Tiny
it
Evil is
is.
getting another. It's so good. It's so
It's an
good.
actually good isekai.
Yeah.
I'd say it's
probably
the
one of my
best
favorite
isekai.
ones.
The best.
The best isekai.
It's up there for me.
Because it doesn't feel like one. That's why.
But then again, my favorite isekai comes from a time where isekais weren't a thing. So
So the one that came out last season.
No, the hipster one.
Yeah, that one.
No,
What's
what?
that? That's the T. The daddy of all isekais. So that one.
no.
Oh.
No, because that's at the beginning of the craze. I mean before that. I mean because my favorite isekai is Vision of Escaflowne.
Yeah.
That's not an
just,
isekai.
Yeah, it
just
is.
that a hipster one.
What?
Yeah, it is. That's totally it.
Yeah, it's got the scenario.
It's got
that
the
makes
scenario.
It, which I don't know why it needs it, but you know,
It doesn't, but it's just what the story is.
lazy writing.
It's just what the story
All
is.
isekais are lazy writing. Just start it off in the world and we just deal with it.
You just want to make it more relatable. Like, why does the character know so much? Oh,
Although I have read a lot of
Most of the time, it's the character doesn't know shit.
because
that's the point of the
Because I've read
isekai.
a few just like fantasy ones now. They're pretty good, and I kind of like it that way as well. It's nice.
I like the
The
one.
issue. Oh, sorry.
I like the one where like he's like a computer programmer and he reincarnates in this world with magic and he makes robots. He's the
Oh.
only one that knows how.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
this.
that one.
I remember this one. It was okay. It's like Knights in Magic or some weird shit like
Yeah.
that. No, like, but there's some fantasy ones that I like. I've been going back. I've started reading like a record of like Lotus War and stuff like that. It's just general fantasy ones.
Or fantasy, yeah.
Yeah. And I like those a lot for the reason that, I mean, the problem with a lot of even like modern day fantasy light novels is they borrow the isekai mechanics.
Yeah,
and I'm
course.
just kind of like, no! like the video game like systems where people have skills and shit like that.
I don't mind that. I'm just more sick of people, they die or something, or they get obviously transported to this world. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we're going to forget about that, and it's going to be fantasy now. Which is, I'm like, oh, cool, I like that. But then it's like, well, you know, we're going to do a flashback here, and a flashback here, and a
That's why
flashback here, and a
like
flashback. Fuck off.
I like Grimgar really a lot for that, because Grimgar is an isekai, but it forgets it really fast.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's just like
all it is lazy writing, and then we're going to go into good writing.
Yeah. It's
Which
just
is
like,
fine.
here's the characters, and then from there, that one's actually really gritty and pretty grounded.
Yeah. I said I like that. It's basically telling me that they can't write an opening.
Yeah.
It's like, man, starting a story is hard. Oh, yeah, this guy died, and now he's in the world. And now we can do all the good writing.
Now we can do everything else.
And then they end the story by going back to the isekai because, you know.
I don't know.
They
It
can't figure
depends.
out.
There's a lot of them that just don't.
I don't know. Well, I'd argue that most of them don't end.
What? No.
It's true.
How many are you reading right now that haven't ended?
Exactly.
One of them actually ends in, well, as far as translations go, it ends in 2 books. But
it hasn't ended.
no, it's ended in Japan. It's
How long is
It's 15. It's Konosuba.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Konosuba's done.
Yeah, that's a comedy one. It's a
Yeah,
little different.
Konosuba's done. There was one I started, but I didn't really like. That one ended.
The question now, I'm asking how many ended. How many are you reading now that are still going on?
Oh, as far as translations are concerned, yeah, there's some that are still going. Even like that. I mean, obviously, there's like that grand, that old one. That one's
still
that
going
one's
on?
No, it's done.
Oh, I'm
it's,
like,
it's,
holy
no,
fuck.
It's done in Japan.
Yeah,
Right. It's just
yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I
Okay.
said. It's done.
Translation makes sense because
a lot of them.
that's a whole different.
A lot of them. There's quite a few in Japan that are like done.
Of course, there's
But-
like 30,000 out there.
But then there's some
gonna
that
be
are still
100
aren't.
done.
I think Overlord still has a few more books because he said he's ending it at 20.
Yeah, Danmachi's still going. I guess that's fantasy, but
Yeah, Danmachi's still going.
Overlord also forgets it's a fucking isekai,
Isekai, yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah, which is fine. A lot of them do. A lot of them do kind of forget. There's some that will focus on it a little bit more.
They always throw like stuff from the past in, which
Yeah.
I'm just like,
But
I don't care anymore.
there's a lot that at like a certain point it just doesn't care anymore. It just
Yeah.
forgets. I feel like that's most of them really.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's what I think. Those are better writing. It's just,
yeah,
it's old lazy implement that I can't figure
Yeah.
out how to do at the beginning.
Tanya's still going, obviously.
One Piece is still going. It's
Oh
crazy.
fuck!
It will go on forever.
That one's not
It's
stopping.
not gonna end. He's
I'm
gonna
not-
die.
Well, he said he has like 20 more years worth of fucking content,
Uh-huh.
He's
basically.
gonna die.
I don't
and
know
then
how that
they'll-
man has so much in his head. Because I heard the manga's not even fillery. It just
Yeah.
goes. It just doesn't stop.
He's the new Stephen King. He's a Japanese.
Yeah, he just doesn't stop. It just
No,
keeps
Japanese
going.
Stephen King would have bad endings.
Well, you can't have
But
a bad
if
ending
he
if you never
does
end it.
But he has end arcs, which I'd almost consider endings. It's like a new book at that point.
I mean, you should learn from fucking George R.R. Martin.
Never end.
Fucker.
Just go write the lore for a game, not write your book.
Yeah, bitch ass. I'm not gonna write it. It's
At this
fine.
point, I don't even feel like he wants to.
I don't think he ever will.
He won't.
I feel no. We're gonna get a post-mortem release.
Oh, of course.
Oh
No,
my
I think
God.
no. It's gonna be a post-mortem written by his underling.
No, because I have a feeling that he has like a fair amount of it done.
Yeah, but he has like 3 more books that he has to write.
No, I don't know that.
He does.
Yeah.
There's like 2 more books or something.
The
like
fucking
that.
it ended on season like 4 or 5 of the TV show, and there's like
Yeah.
3 more seasons after that.
Yeah, so
As I
don't
said,
know.
I think there'll be a book with him,
Uh-huh.
and then it'll be taken over by somebody else.
Because he's gonna.
He has enough money. He doesn't give a shit anymore. He's also
No.
sick of everyone saying, "Finish my goddamn book."
Yeah.
He probably. I think at this point too, he just doesn't want to deal with like the hype machine of what it is either.
Oh, he wants you to let it die first, and then.
That's probably because the thing is too. It's like
It's not gonna die.
I think the way the show ended, like really killed him ever releasing that book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. He can release anything. It'd be better than the fucking shitty ending.
See, but the problem is though, it's like I almost don't think that's really possible anymore. Like even if you release that and it's good, it doesn't matter at this point anymore. It's just gonna be shit on.
No, I don't think this one will be. I think the last one will
Yeah.
be shit on, which will never come out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's stupid and
So I don't
whatever.
know. Whatever.
I've given up on caring about that show.
Wieners.
Book.
Those guys ruined it. Fuck them.
Since South Park ruined it with Wieners?
No, the other guys.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
actual
The
writers
Dave.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Those bitches.
Yeah, fuck those
Because
guys.
they
Fuck
wanted to
those
go
guys.
film Star Wars and then
And then they didn't.
yeah.
Fuck them.
Good.
What have they
Good.
done since then? It's been like 3 years. 2.
They're living off all the money they made on that shitty show.
Fuck them.
I agree with that. Anyway, so I got another news article.
Okay.
It's a DC one, so we're going to the Batman.
Oh no!
Did you hear about the Batman Catwoman controversy?
I thought you were gonna say Black Superman.
Oh, that too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't really care about that because Superman's garbage.
What's best superhero? What you mean?
We can argue another day. Batman, Catwoman, oral sex scene,
Oh, that's
blocked
right.
from series.
He doesn't go down on women.
Heroes don't do that, is what
Yeah. Batman doesn't go down on women.
DC said or whatever. I
Yep.
can't remember.
Yep.
I just thought it was really funny.
Dude, he's a DJ Khaled of the DC universe.
He's the DJ.
Fucking killed me on that one. Oh my god.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I just thought it was just the funniest headline. I just wanted to read it off.
Fucking Batman, dude.
No,
Fucking Batman,
it's
man.
fuck the people that said you can't do that.
Heroes don't go down on women. Okay.
It was so stupid though. I just remember reading an article. I'm like, whatever, just whatever. But I guess this week we also have we normally do it in the beginning, but I realized we probably should do it at the end. We got a few movies we watched. Me and Bob watched at least one of them together, basically. You should watch it.
We watched all of Netflix already.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh fuck!
You should watch Awake. It's a really, really good show. I'll give you the premise real quick. So it's about some bomb blows up or something weird. Everyone can't go to sleep now.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah.
A little bit garbage.
Yeah. So so people are in like a coma. They wake up.
Yeah.
But if you're like dying, you don't pass out. You're just awake. It's a really good show. Okay,
great.
I got so much to talk about this one.
Oh no.
So
Man, do we even have time?
it's only been an hour. we can end it quickly on this one.
Okay, speed run it.
So it's a shitty movie. It's about a mother who's selling drugs, and she loses like control over her kids, and
Is
she's
this still awake?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
she-
is before.
This is the beforehand. So she grabs her kids, and they're driving off. A bomb blows up, or something like an EMP basically goes off. All the electronics die and can't be used, but they're driving in a car. So in your car, what would happen if an EMP goes off and you're driving in a car?
Car would keep going.
You keep going, or it'd slow down because you just have no. Your engine would stop producing the force it needs because it's run off a computer. The CPU would stop it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in older ones, your battery
older
would
ones you
die.
keep.
Your battery.
No,
would-
because it doesn't kill battery. Because the problem with an EMP is that it fries electronics.
Yeah.
But a battery, because it's acidic, like acid based, it's chemical based.
True.
It wouldn't shut down. And technically, your battery's not really running like your car's motion anyway.
Yeah.
At least in an older vehicle, right? So I feel if it's an older vehicle, it shouldn't stop. Now, with
No,
computers,
either way,
with
yeah.
computers and shit, yeah,
Most cars.
Most
now
cars
have
stop.
Yeah.
Shit.
yeah.
So,
So now,
it would stop, but you just hit your brakes because it's a fluid-based system to brake.
yeah.
Well, the MP goes off. Oh God, we can't stop the car. So they're like dodging, weaving other cars because they can't stop
It's
because
It's almost as bad as watching a racing show and a car has 18 gears.
oh my God. So anyway,
Yeah.
so they somehow pull off to the side of the road into the grass. Don't hit anything. Then this fucking car comes out of nowhere, fucking sideswipes them into the river. Where the fuck was that car going?
No idea. They
Like-
didn't say. They didn't say.
No, the car that sideswiped them.
Oh, it came out of nowhere. Like, it didn't
but,
make sense.
but they get hit into the river. All that car that was going, it was going into the river. Who the fuck is going to stop their car by driving into a river? Dumbasses. So that makes no sense.
I don't know how people like. You can brake. I mean, the brake is not
Electronic.
the
It's a
brake's not
fluid-based
electronic.
system, yeah.
It's mechanical and fluid.
Yeah.
So they go into the river, and then the mom comes up and like, oh no, where's my daughter? And then by the time she comes up, already the cops already pulled the kid up somehow.
Yeah.
Gave her
CPR. She drowned. They gave her CPR. And
Okay.
they're like, okay. They go to the hospital. Hospital's full. Blah blah blah.
That scene made no sense to me.
What? Going to the hospital?
No,
Or the-
like they were both running at the same time. But by the time she came up,
Yeah.
the kid was already on the shore. The cops were all dry.
That made no sense.
They gave her CPR.
Anyway, so she's alive now. They go to the hospital. It's full. They're like, you're fine. Whatever. Fuck off. Basically is what they said.
Yeah.
So then she, I guess, works for the government or something.
She's like a janitor in a government facility or something like that.
But she used to be like,
Stowed. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
she used to be in the army.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so the army's there like trying to get paperwork to try to figure out how to make people go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like one old person that was able to sleep, so they're
I just
like
don't know
researching
how the
them.
military moved that quick. Like, oh,
It's the
this happened
military.
hours ago.
I wouldn't be
And
surprised.
they're like, oh yeah, let's just. Yeah,
The little girl can go to sleep, right?
She can, yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
I just remember the trailer.
So they find out she can go to sleep. So she's right now with her grandmother in a church with all these fucking crazy people.
And they're like, we have to sacrifice
Yep.
her so we can go to sleep. I was like, what?
As I wrote on here, they're crazy Jesus people that are like, we gotta do Jesus things. We know God needs a sacrifice, just like was it Abel and Cain or whatever.
a sacrifice.
So they're like, okay. The mother comes get him with the scientist dude. Crazy Jesus cop shoots the scientist dude in the back of the head because Jesus.
He's all like, yeah, we gotta do this. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you.
Anyway, so they get the son gets this paperwork off the body that
boy.
tells them to go
Uh-huh.
to this government facility. This is really when it fucking makes no sense. So they're like, okay, they get her out of there, and they're like, we gotta go to the government facility. So they're like, we need a car, which is that old cars have a chance of working because they're just basically ran on fucking oil and metal. There's not really much.
Yeah,
out of
no,
an old
yeah,
car.
it's all mechanical.
So they go to the fucking crazy mechanic shop. Crazy dudes are there. They steal the car. Blah blah blah. They get out. So they go to the library, and they're looking for a map, I guess. But this is what day like 1.5 or almost day 2 of not
Okay.
being able to sleep. So they try to find the map. The girl's sleeping in the back of the car. At that time, I guess the what's it called? Convicts. I guess they're by a jail. Escape jail because why not? And this black guy steals the car with the kid in it, which that guy is from Stowaway. I actually like him as an actor. Anyways, he steals her car, the kid's car. They're like, oh no, they stole his car. And then the convicts are all molesty and stuff. And they're not trying to get the mother, they're trying to get the boy. Because it's weird.
Oof.
Well, this boy's probably like
He's like
18,
I
17.
was gonna say 16. Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
He's a teenager.
He's almost an adult. So anyway, they're like, oh, here you go, pretty boy there. And the black guy pulls up back in the car.
Yeah,
he's like,
birdie now.
Mama, jump in. And I'm like, okay. So they drive away. This guy's like best character throughout the movie of like the 20 minutes that are left.
Oh boy, there's only 20 minutes. Oh,
So they drive past crazy nudists.
It's rushed as fuck.
Yeah, they drive past crazy nudists, cannibals
Mm-hmm.
that try to kill them, and then they make it to the military base. But instead of just, driving to the front of the military base, she tries to break in, and, everyone knows, like, all the big wigs know who she is because she worked there at one
Yeah.
point. So she's trying
Her,
to, like,
her
blend
best friend
in.
runs the place.
Yeah. She's like, oh, I'm just a worker. And then they're like, oh, good thing you made it here. Where's my family? Blah, blah, blah. No one gives a shit about that arc. So the black guy ends up driving to the front and saying, oh, she can sleep. And they bring her in. They start to do tests on her and stuff. And then since it's been 6 fucking days, I don't know how they got enough gas to drive 6 days in an old car that has probably 10 miles to the gallon.
I don't know how they were
gas.
driving if they haven't slept in 6 days.
So anyway, all the military people are going crazy. They think they're being raided, which is just they see things and they start shooting each other because sure.
Hallucinations.
My favorite part is like, I think they throw like a pine cone or something, and he thinks it's a grenade, and he just like grenade and starts shooting randomly.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Just like in real life, you see a grenade, you shoot around you because you're like, I'm gonna take as many people with me as possible.
Hell yeah.
So that happens. The son just dies from exhaustion, I think.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we have this, what is it?
The defib.
The defib. We're going to bring him back.
That's not how that works, for sure.
So they fucking shock his chest, but they forgot to clear, so they all fucking pass out. The kid,
That's
they
totally
wake
how that works.
they wake up. The mother's like on top listening to the kid's heartbeat, I think.
Yeah.
I kind of blanked out at this point.
It's fucking dumb.
And then the kid's alive. But he passed out, so he was able to sleep. So now they realize that the way you can sleep is if you die and come back.
It like resets you.
Yeah.
But this little girl was like, yeah, if you just die, you can just sleep.
Yeah.
And all these doctors and like scientists are like, I don't know how we're gonna make this work, man.
So they drag their mother, because I think the mother is like the only one alive really at this point.
Yeah.
They drag the mother to this little pond
And
outside.
drown her.
And they they like baptize her. They like, you know that when you get baptized they like hold you and dip you. They do that and then they hold her down. She drowns and then they pull her up and they do CPR and it like the camera zooms into her eye and you see the blackness and you hear and she's awake and you're like
And
one.
That's the end of the movie.
It's a 1. It's a goddamn 1 out of 10.
Like what was that?
I think this is one of the worst movies I've seen.
What was Bird Box?
Yeah.
You think you saw Bird Box and you thought it was shitty? Well, this one is even shittier than that
This movie's
one.
like an hour and a
Wow.
half. An hour and a half with probably 6 hours of content. Like that needs to be.
So what you're telling
Show.
me is like, we want to make a show. We don't have the budget for a show.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're gonna make a movie.
And not even like a 2-hour movie. It's like, we're going to make
It's
an
a
hour.
speed run.
It's a
Hour and a
speed
half
run of a
movie.
movie, and you're just like, what the fuck? Why is this so bad? I told Bob, I'm like, you gotta watch this. This is a 10 out of 10.
So I watched it. I'm like, it has an interesting premise.
I
It
thought the
was
premise
so
was so
ass.
good. I will say I'm gonna give it. So Rooster Teeth did a thing a long time ago called Day 6, I think it is. So it's the exact opposite of this premise, where if you go to sleep, you die. And I think that show, it's a show. It's 2 seasons, but it just
Yeah.
lost budget. Really well produced. And I think it's a really good show. But you know,
It's
only
almost
2
like
seasons.
I swear it was like a newer, it was a newer Freddy Krueger, or was it Freddy versus Jason that was like that? Where Freddy was going and killing people, so the kids like try to stay awake.
That's all of them.
Okay, never mind. Good. That makes sense. That's why it's all in my head.
Yep.
I don't know if you want to speedrun the other one.
Which one was
What's
the other
the
one?
other
The
one?
devil. The
Oh,
devil's
you
down.
did- you did watch it?
You told me
I
about this
speed ran
one.
it for
Yeah, he
you.
speed ran it
Yeah.
for me.
Oh
Fucking
my
Mining Town.
God. So I watched it twice.
You watched
You watched it twice?
Because I've been really addicted to Apex, so I've been playing on the Switch. So I would sit there, play, look up, watch, play, watch. Fucking the movie ends. I'm like, what happened? I don't like.
I look down, I look up, it's over.
I feel like I missed it. Like I missed all the main premises.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay, you know, I put the Switch away.
hate that movie.
I watched it again, and then it ended. I was like, what happened? I watched the same movie twice. I don't understand the fucking movie. I have fucking no clue what
You
happened.
just blanked out.
Like I remember.
Monsters.
Yeah, it's
That's it. Monsters.
It's a mining town. They find those monsters in this
Wait,
cave.
so what are they doing?
They're mining.
No, I understand that. What are the people there for?
So they got paid by this other mining company because they want the coal in this mining company, and they
Okay.
want to know why it's closed, so they can come in and just resume mining or
But
whatever.
it blew up like 100 years ago, wasn't it?
It blew up,
Yeah.
and there's other clues that something weird is going on.
Well,
So that's
yeah.
why they go and investigate, and they pay this guy extra money to like, hey, if you go here and investigate, we'll fund your college department. We'll give you all this money, and then we can come in
I
and
somehow missed. I watched it twice and I missed that.
and reap all this money or whatever.
And then monsters.
There's monsters in there.
Oh my god.
But this whole group, there's a bunch of assholes.
They're assholes and dumbasses.
They're dumbasses, dude. They're like, hey, look at this. They're blocking something here. We should fucking open it. Or like, hey, this is blocked. We should jump the fence.
So,
You're right.
So what I wrote for this movie, it reminds me of Chernobyl Diaries, but worse.
But shitty.
Because I love Chernobyl Diaries.
That was
I think
actually entertaining.
I think
though.
it's one of those dumb, entertaining movies.
Yeah.
It has that same premise of like, we're dumbasses in a spot we shouldn't
Yeah.
be. Because it's like all caged off, like electrified fence. They're like, oh, we'll just go around the electrified fence, climb down, turn off the power that's defending everything. And fucking...
monsters.
There's
Everyone
this
dies in dumb
huge
ways.
pit where that's where they came from, and it's blocked. And they're like, we should open it and put like a camera so we can scan it. And they just fucking left it open after people died, and they saw there was monsters. And like, no, we're not gonna close it. We're just gonna leave it open and run away.
So my favorite thing is, what happens is they put the camera down, they could hear the monsters. They're like, oh, that's weird. And somehow this guy's wrapped around the cord. So he gets fucking pulled in. This has to be like 5-10 story drop.
It's a big drop.
He fucking, the monsters pull him in, he hits the floor, still alive.
Somehow.
Makes no fucking sense in my mind.
Yeah,
He gets
I like-
dragged through.
Maybe they caught him.
Are the monsters cool?
No, he fucking hit the floor.
They look so funny, dude.
They're stupid.
They look like almost I want to compare them to the
They have like the Predator type mouth, I think.
Flood, kind of.
Yeah.
From Halo, kind
Yeah,
of.
I can see that.
Looks funny as shit.
It's so bad. Everyone dies in like shitty ways.
Yeah.
The fucking car scene in the beginning's really stupid. So they go to this town. They're like, we need to find this area. And the town's like, oh, we don't know what you're talking about.
It doesn't exist.
It's
Get
not
out.
here. So then they start to be chased out of here by like a fucking Jeep.
Yeah.
And the Jeep chases them past this one like hidden road. And then it stops. And they're like, oh, good driving. You ditched him.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker just stopped.
And then they're like, if he stopped there, that means he's guarding something. Maybe we should find
Yeah.
it. I'm like, bitch,
And
what?
they sit in the car for, if you push someone out of your area, you kind of sit there for a while to see if they come back. Now, he drives away, like, instantly. He's like, I scared him away. We should be good. And they're just like, okay, we'll just go down this road instantly.
The black guy was the smartest character in that show.
Yeah.
And they fucking killed him. It's like, maybe we shouldn't be here. Maybe we shouldn't do this. You think?
I think there's some dumb deaths on both sides. Because on the other side, so they know about the monsters and they've been defending it. There's a little hole probably about that big in one of the fences. And he's like, oh, I can hear you. And he's like listening in the hole. And the monster just fucking stabs him in the brain. And you're like, why were you fucking putting your head there?
Like dumbass.
Like dumb
That
What,
dumb.
do they have like weird claw appendages?
Yeah, they have a
Yeah.
poisonous claw that like makes your eyes go all black.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't-
paralyzes you,
Yeah.
and then you get fed to the queen. And
Yeah.
I think that's how they reproduce. I'm not really sure.
I
what the
don't
fuck
understand
happened.
that. They
Yeah.
tried to feed the main girl to the queen, and then she had a grenade. And
Dude,
she ate
they
it.
had realistic grenades in this movie.
They didn't make a fireball.
They didn't
Didn't
make a-
blow out of her.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good
That was a
grenade.
pretty good grenade, yeah.
Nice.
That was the only redeeming
Point.
quality.
I don't even think there's anything else I wrote down. that
Although
was
this
fucking
guy
good.
here's like, pass me that grenade because monsters were coming. So he gets this grenade. He doesn't get a chance to throw it because he gets tackled by monsters. And then the grenade goes off and he just kind of, he dies.
Dies.
There was no fireball. Didn't kill any monsters. But I'm like, this is realistic.
See, if this
I
was
respect
me,
this.
so if this was me in real life, and it's like, okay, we got to the place, whatever, it's blocked off. I wouldn't give a shit probably. I do the camera, and you got fucking yanked down the hole, fucking 10 stories. My last thought is I'm gonna go down there
And
to
save
see
you.
if you're okay.
That's what I told my girlfriend when we were watching. Like, it's happening in real life. And just be like, oh, someone got drowned. No, we just close it and we drive away.
I wouldn't even close it. I would just like if someone got yanked down, I would have said, oh, maybe the camera caught something weird and got yanked. I would have just said, GG, I'm fucking gone, and I would have
Yeah.
just left.
It's already creepy, dude.
Yeah, I heard some shit. Nope, I ain't gonna investigate.
Yeah, but they literally go down the pit to go try to save the guy, and he's not there. And they're like, oh, the gas is really strong in here. We should leave.
And they're just like breathing normally.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They
Bullshit.
brought gas masks down and never
And they
used
didn't use them. Oh my god, they were running away, and they're like, "Oh, hold up, we gotta put our harnesses first to climb this fucking rope." I'm like, bro, they're chasing you. How do you have fucking time to put this shit on?
I'm like, if I fall, I'm dead. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, the other guy could fall 10 stories and not die, so, maybe a 2-story tree you could survive.
Maybe the gas is so dense that he's kind of like...
Oh, that's what it
helps
slows you down.
helps you.
And fucking slap the bottom.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh
this movie.
boy.
This movie's ass.
I don't know if this movie was better than Awake,
I think it was better than
but they were
Awake.
both in top 10.
12 out of 10.
I think
Wow.
It was ass.
this is a 1.5 and Awake's a 1.
Not even a good shitty monster movie. It's
No.
just, oh no.
The monsters
The
are
monsters
cool.
look kind of cool, but like,
Yeah.
it looked kind of shitty the way they were. It looked like
They were like
they were in a
mixed,
suit.
yeah, they were a mixture between like rubber suit with a little CGI,
Yeah.
but there wasn't enough smoke to make it look decent.
So just ridiculous. I'm like, yeah. Do not recommend. And then everyone
I recommend
dies.
these.
And then I knew the girl was gonna survive at the end. And they were just gonna let her go. Like, yeah, you can just
Leave.
get the fuck out. And I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm like, no, don't do it. And they're like, you know what? I'll stay to fight the monsters. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, she grabs a gun and rope and she's like, okay, let's go. And then it ends and you're like, I can't wait for number 2 of this. Next one's just all action.
My question is, why wouldn't you tell anyone?
I'd fucking tell the government. Be like,
That's what I'm saying.
"Motherfucker,
It's like, why
go
wouldn't
fucking
you
shoot those motherfuckers down there.
I don't understand like the reasoning behind.
I didn't either.
See, I get it when there's the story of like the creature that's down there is like sentient, and it's like doing some weird voodoo shit, and the people can't do anything. Okay, I understand why you wouldn't tell the government because you can't.
Oh, the reasoning was they wouldn't believe us. That's what he said. But I'm like, what? You have evidence, dude.
You
Yeah.
just send fucking. You'd be like, yo, cops, you go look in there. If you die,
If you die,
I'll send the next cop. And when he dies, someone bigger is gonna come out to deal with this.
Someone's gonna come out. FBI comes out. You guys kill cops. I don't know. They went into that mine.
I'll follow
take
you.
a look.
When you
Yeah.
die, you can get the government to fucking send their military.
And then they can just go pop, pop, and that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
But no, they're like, we can't tell anyone. We're gonna be our back ass fucking country folk with our guns and go shoot the fuckers.
Yeah.
Garbage movie.
That was pretty ass.
See-
God, Netflix.
So 2 garbage movies back to back.
How do they fucking just pay to produce these shitty movies? I don't understand.
Who writes these?
Who approves them? Someone reads them like, this is gonna be great.
Well, I think Awake is a great premise. Horrible
Execution.
execution.
Maybe that's all I read. This is the premise. Make it.
The Devil Down Low.
money.
I mean, that's kind of like the joke, right? It's kind of the meme with Netflix, right?
The Devil Down Here or whatever it was fucking called.
Devil down here.
Fucking horrible writing and horrible. I don't know what on that script was a good idea.
It looked like a student film.
Probably was.
No, it looked way better than a student film.
I
Like
mean,
produced wise, written, horrible.
I mean, student films look pretty good now.
Yeah, that's true. We did watch Samurai Cop. That was a good student
And
film.
he's right.
I think that was a great movie.
I mean, student films can look pretty decent now, I guess.
I don't know. This movie was so bad. So bad.
So bad.
I've never been so tilted.
That's a lie.
Just wrap it up.
There, no. Oh, wait, one more thing. My mom watched.
thing.
My mother watched
What my mom's watching.
Castlevania. She loved it.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's like, finally it's
She went
over.
through all 4 seasons of
Finally,
it.
it's over. It's not over. There's a side story.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's different.
It's over.
It's
The
different.
main story's over.
It's
She loved it. 10 out of 10.
I
Yeah.
agree.
it's great.
Just the basic.
Super good.
Basic, easy. You can't fuck it up.
Did you finish Sweet Tooth?
No, I haven't.
Next.
I didn't start fucking what's it called?
You watched
Like-
you started something else?
No. It wasn't
Oh.
show. It was the movie I said. Because I was watching King Arthur: Legend of the Sword because
Oh,
it was
that's
on HBO
right.
Max,
Yeah.
and I got halfway through it. I'm like, this movie is a really Guy Ritchie movie, but not like a really good Guy Ritchie movie. It's kind of shitty.
You saying like a 7.
That's not like 3.
I mean, I like what he does with the editing and stuff.
Can't finish it though.
I just don't feel like it serves this movie well.
Okay.
It just doesn't fit. It's just
It's that bad he couldn't finish
Yeah,
it.
it's
That's
there's like a disparity that I just
that's negative
my
3
my
points.
brain doesn't wrap
I
around.
feel like the rule should be for him, since you either finish the movie or you have to watch one of the other two.
Pick the shortest one.
They're both pretty
wait.
short.
Oh, okay.
I think they're both like an hour and a half. Because the other one has no fucking story. It's just garbage.
Just garbage.
Anyway,
Anyway.
that's all I
Well,
got.
thank you everybody for watching this show. As always, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Shop our stickers. We're getting waterproof stickers soon.
What, the paper I think comes in this week, hopefully.
It takes 2 weeks.
It's not Amazon.
Damn.
Yeah.
It could come in like last week, but it was like $40 for shipping.
Oh, what?
So it's either $40 for shipping or like the usual $5. I'm like,
I understand.
I'll pay the $5.
Yeah, same.
So, yep, buy their stickers.
It
Do it.
supports this show.
Support the show.
Do it.
We'll get more lights, more figurines. If you buy the stickers.
Can't wait.
Can up the production.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.